Today on Heather's Closet.
Really?
Okay, well, we're not in Heather's closet. We're in Katarina's bedroom. Stay tuned and I'll tell you why.
Hey baby, it's the babe. You know your baby loves you while you want to know. Hey, stay baby, seriously babe. You know your baby loves you while you want to know. Hey, it's up the fire in your heart before I came around. I know the feel you feel is real from when she let you down, but I'm a long way away from anything she's done. Don't make me pay for every drink that she's blown.
Okay, so we're not in Heather's closet today. We're actually in Katarina's bedroom because we have something very exciting to share. Katarina had a great idea.
Yes, I did.
And it was?
We are starting our own YouTube channel, which is
Hey Kat and Heather! We're so excited about it, and what we're going to do is we're going to be taking your questions, and you're going to hear everything from an adult point of view
and a kid point of view.
Isn't that cool? So many of you have sent me questions over the last couple of years to Heather's Closet, to Heather Dubrow's World, my podcast, and Katarina has been a guest on both shows, and your questions to her have been great, so we thought, let's do a collab. By the way, how cool was that I know the word collab?
Oh my God, Mom. I'm so proud of you.
So I'm just so hip. Yeah, I really am. By the way, it's water.
Sure.
Could be.
Hey, Kat and Heather!
Cheers! We are so excited to be here. This is our first episode. So why a YouTube channel? Katarina and I both love YouTube, and we were sitting around one day, and it was actually Kat's idea.
Yeah, it was.
So Kat said we should do a YouTube channel together because, she always watches me do Heather's Closet, and a lot of times Katarina has been a guest on that show, and Katarina's also been a guest on my podcast, Heather Dubrow's World, and whenever she's on, you guys always write in the coolest questions. So we thought, you know what, wouldn't it be fun to do a YouTube channel and answer your questions from an adult perspective
and a kid perspective.
So here we are.
Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and follow our Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, that's Hey Kat and Heather on Instagram and Twitter. And we'll be answering your questions, having cool contests, and so much more. Become a subscriber.
Question number 1.
Our first question, I really can't read because the font is so incredibly small and I have no glasses. Here you go.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. The first question is from Ashley from what is NC?
Really? I pay for private school and you don't know
York City?
what NC...
Wait.
New York City! That's NYC!
Ow! Wait, so then what's that?
NC is North...
Carolina?
Yes!
I'm a mom who works, and when I'm home, I'm so tired. I love my kids and want to spend time with them. What can I do to connect?
Oh, that's a
That's a really good one.
That's a great question. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to?
Yeah,
go
you can go first.
I would say for me, I spent many years being a stay-at-home mom and many years being a working mom, so I've kind of seen both sides of it. And you know what the truth is? You just always feel guilty. So give yourself a little bit of a break. I think the really important thing is quality over quantity, because the truth is your life is your life. And if you have to go to work, or you have elderly parents to take care of, or whatever it is, your time might be limited with each kid. Or if you're like me, I have 4 kids, I can't be in 4 places at the same time. So even if I'm home and not working, I feel guilty because I'm not with everyone. It's about the time you spend with the kids being quality. Find something to do with your child to really connect and make that time together really special.
I would say kids are on electronics so much. Like we've got there's new phones coming out, new computers, that it's so hard not to stay on it the entire day. So how's your day, honey?
Fine.
What you looking at?
Nothing.
Anything happening at school?
No.
What'd you learn today?
Nothing. See, that's what it's like to try to have a conversation with someone when they're on their device. So what do you think people should do?
I think they should disconnect, and it's always fun to do board games, and we like to make latkes, which is
At Hanukkah time, we make potato latkes, and you guys help me do the potatoes.
yeah, and it requires a lot of hand skill, so they're not always on their phone.
That's right. Also, what are some kind of games that you like to play? I like that game. You know that game that we play, Otrio? It's kind of like tic-tac-toe,
Otrio.
but it's three-dimensional, and I love that game. Coco loves Trouble.
I like Say Anything.
That's a fun game.
Because if you don't know what this game is, you need to buy it because it is it is so much fun.
So many fun board games out there. Also, we're lucky enough to have a game room in our house, and we just recently got foosball. Foosball's so fun. It's one of those games that's cool because 4 people can play at the same time. That, to me, that's the best kind of game where everyone can participate.
Or maybe you could start a YouTube channel together.
Great idea! But you know what? That's another great point. It's really important to make a connection with each of your kids. I have 4 kids. I am a working mom. And I have, always tried to have that personal one-on-one time with each of the kids. Katerina and I, we spend a lot of time together, but we didn't have a thing, right?
Yeah, and now we kind of do.
Now we have a thing!
Now we have a thing!
This is our thing!
Question number 2.
Oh, this is a good one. Okay. This is from Lila in what CT? What state?
Oh God.
It's near New York. Your cousins live there.
Oh no. Why do I not?
Connecticut. It's Connecticut.
It is?
Oh my God, I'm
I
taking
would
you out of
have
private
never
school.
has got.
Yeah,
I would
okay.
We're about to start learning about that, Mom.
You are?
State capital.
Okay, well, let's study for that first quiz. Okay, Lila from Connecticut. I'm nervous every year before the first day of school. How can I make this better? You wanna
I've
start?
had experience.
Well, I think we all get nervous the first day of anything, like the first day of a new job, the first day of school, first day of camp, right? So what would you recommend to Lila?
I would recommend thinking about the good things about the first day of school and not the negative and bad things.
Okay, like what?
Saying, oh, I'm gonna see my friends, and if
There's lunch.
yeah, there's lunch, which is always fun. I get to eat food. And I get to run around and have fun at recess or whatever you guys call it. And I get to start new fun projects and don't think about the bad things.
So focus on the positive. Great tip, Kat. Focus on the positive. I think for me as a mom, what I always like to do is prepare my kids, especially if they're starting a new school. I remember when the twins started junior high.
Middle school.
We call it, it's not junior high?
Everyone calls it middle school, Mom.
Middle school's weird. I don't even understand middle. It's junior
It's
high.
like in between elementary and high school.
In the middle.
Middle
School. Yeah. Middle school.
Middle school.
So I remember taking Max in particular to school 2 days before school started with her locker combination, and we sat there and she did her combination like 20 times till she felt totally confident. And then we took her schedule and we walked her around the school class by class so she knew her path. You know, it's funny because you know when you go somewhere new for the first time and it seems huge, like a new school or a playground or anything like that, but then once you get to know it, it shrinks.
Yeah.
Seems really small because you know where everything is. Same thing with school. So it's great to go ahead of time and get comfortable. Now, if that's not a possibility, sometimes they don't release your kid's schedule until that day. Sometimes they don't get it till the morning they walk in. Try to get your child there early, because running in late at the last minute and being nervous and all that kind of stuff, that just makes it worse, don't you think? You know what else I think is a great thing for the first day of school?
What?
Having the best lunch ever.
Oh yeah, that's always good, especially when you get something that's like a treat, because it kind of makes you like, well, today I'm getting a treat. And
I'm so lucky.
And then you have kind of a thing to look forward to all day.
Is it fun? Is it fun that you know that there's a treat in your lunch, or is it more fun when it's a surprise?
It's kind of both,
Okay.
because when you know and you're having a bad day or something's happening, then it's kind of like, oh, okay. But when you don't and you're still having a bad day, it's kind of fun to go, oh, look at that.
it's funny because I think lunch is such an important thing at school because not only is it social, but I remember one time I was at day camp and I really didn't like day camp, and Grandma Cece packed me a cream cheese and jelly sandwich, and I remember opening it and being like, that is the most disgusting thing. It was so gross, and it was like I was having this bad day anyway, and then I got a cream cheese and jelly sandwich. Yes, I'm still angry. Sorry.
Thanks for joining us. We hope you like the concept of the show. We had so much fun.
We had so much fun. This was great. Hey, don't forget, become a subscriber and leave your comments and questions below. And you can also follow us on our Instagram, Hey Kat and Heather, and our Twitter, Hey Kat and Heather. Can't wait to get your questions, and we'll see you next time. Hey Kat and Heather!
Oh, I said Heather and Kat. Heather! Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Don't forget to subscribe. What?
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Did you make the funny face?
Champagne glass.
Oh, champagne glass.
Champagne. Oh my
There
god,
you
she's
go.
only 11.
Cheers. By the way, that's not champagne.
No, it's lemonade.
And this is water.
Yes.
It's water.
Is it though? Is it?